Hello guys. Okay, so I was thinking of making a Zelda guide. Here is my experience. Can quote on. But anyways, let's get into it. So, starting off with Zelda, her approach options. You could start off with a Phantom when you're like camping out. You could technically like far away approach with that. Let's say like this dude is like walking towards me or something. You set up a Phantom, take care of that. There's also, for approach options, you could do down tilt, but you do have to space that out. Jab, depending on how the person like approaches you with their attacks. If they attack you, your jab might not beat that out, but if you go before the attack, jab will be a good approach option. As far as aerials go, depending on if they shield, you want to space it out, but you could hit them with a lightning kick. Bro, I need to change the CPU's damage. This dude is flying all over the place. Come back here. You could also approach going over, depending on how they approach you. Over time, you will like learn how her different moves go against like the opponent's different moves. So that is another point to make. But this is just like a general way of like approaching. You could also go on top, hit them with down air. It also really depends on her spacing. Zelda is a very slow and floaty character, as we all know. So a lot of the time you'll see Zelda mains try to set up a Phantom before going in for an attack. So let's say he's walking towards me. I might set that up. I actually put him on CPU level 3. So he's like coming towards me. He's charging up. Setting this up, and then you can go in for a different attack. The Phantom covers a lot of the options. You don't want to spam Phantom like I've seen a lot of people do. But and also I've done that too. But it's good to have like your Phantom with you. Another thing to keep in mind is combos with Phantom, which will also be good kill options. So you could set up a Phantom here, go in for like a lightning kick, and then the Phantom, I don't think I timed that exactly correctly. And then it'll hit him, and then you can get like a good kill option there. Her lightning kick is also a pretty decent kill option. And for other approaches, when the opponent is jumping, you can catch them off guard with an up tilt. Make sure they don't hit you with the down air beforehand, but like I can just catch them like this. You can combo with those up tilts. You can do up tilt into up air. You can catch landing falls with up smash as well. Let's put him under stop. Another thing I see a lot of the time too is with Zelda's Ssbu, like another very reliable kill option. That's gonna kill around, I would say 113, depending on the person's DI and how heavy they are. Ssbu walk. Depending on how the person DIs as well, you're going to want to follow that with your up B. I've definitely lost a lot of kills just because I could have followed the DI better. But see, that's like definitely going to kill. So if they're moving to the direction at the very end, bro, pause. Pause. Okay, perfect. If they're like running towards you, their DI is going to go, like they're running to the right, their DI is going to go to the right. So you're going to have to tilt your DI like up and follow that person is what you're going to want to do. Some other combos with Zelda would be, let's lower this down. Up tilts into Nair. Drag down Nair into forward tilt. Or not forward tilt. Lightning kick would be another one. You could also do a down air and follow it up with an up B for kills as well. Down tilt into fair. For her lightning kick too, you're gonna want to be somewhat like in the character's like space. You don't want to be too far away. It is super easy to do it to Donkey Kong, but you don't want to be too far away, but you don't want to be too up close either. It's gonna have to be like near the tips of her toes. There is also, I have made a guide, which I will link below too, for how to do Displacement Phantom. Displacement Phantom essentially is going to like cover up aerials or just give you more like space and more like leeway with how you want to control your Phantom, but that is with another video. Another option here when the person is like jumping up or down, or you just want to bring them down into your Phantom, would be setting that up and then dragging them down with Nair. You will also learn with time how her different combos connect with each other. You put him on... Actually, I'll put him on CPU level 3. You'll learn how different combos go together. Like, for example, you can do... Bro! Oh my gosh, she is like 1v1ing me right now. Get back here, bruh. You can drag them down up till... If I had landed that... Let me do this. Bro. Oh my gosh. There we go. Drag down. Up tilt. Nair. Neutral B. A neutral B is going to be such a good, like, 4-frame way of catching people off guard. If someone's running towards you or is about to attack you, if they are close enough to you, neutral B will basically just cancel everything out. That's why everyone says that move is so broken. Like, look at this. Ah, he got me. But anyways, I'm tired of this Donkey Kong going crazy on me. But anyways, those are basically like her essentials. I personally like combos the most, starting them with up tilt. I feel like up tilt just covers like so much. Like, it just covers so much. Like, you can get so much with that. You can also turn it around to change the DI of the person. If someone's approaching you, like from this direction, and like I up tilt them facing to the left, it's going to catch them faster than if I'm facing to the right and then I up tilt, because it takes longer to go all the way around. But it's a great, like, I think around 7 to 8 frame move. It doesn't come out too slowly, as long as you're facing the person. You can also get some really good kills. Let's make this higher with up tilt. And I can just get him with an up air. Also, when people jump over your Phantom, you can catch them with a lot of things too. Like if I set up a Phantom, and let's say this Donkey Kong like jumped, I could just cover that option with an up air. So usually people, what they'll try to do is like shield when they see a Phantom. I see that a lot. When they shield, you can grab them. And then also use that as a kill option too for like when the Phantom's there. You can grab them, hold them to the side. I've also done down throws as well while I'm setting up a Phantom. So I'll grab him, get a little bit of like extra chip damage before sending them off, which is good as well. You can also catch people in the air with up B, but it is risky. Zelda has some complicated tech, one of them being her teleport cancels, and I still do not have those completely down. But once you're able to, let me see if I can get that. Bro! I need to bring this Donkey Kong over here. But her teleport cancels, it's kind of hard to gauge where it is. It's around, like, I would say this distance from the stage. But you will self-destruct if you go over it. Okay, I got one. But as you can see, you like bounce off of here, which you can use into lightning kicks. You can combo into nairs. You can also do them up on the platforms, which I consider kind of harder to do. But I have seen people do them before in tournament, and it goes crazy. It goes literally crazy. But it is a hard tech, and it's very much like, I mean, I wouldn't call it like necessarily high reward. I haven't had game changers because someone's used like teleport cancels against me before, but it definitely is a really cool tech if you can get that down. But if you don't get it, you're very much free for punishment. Zelda's teleports also can be shortened, which you can extend them, honestly, a lot of different distances. Like, I'm shortening it here, but I'm also shortening it, like, less here, and then more here, and then the full extent here. And it just depends on where you, like, point your joystick on your controller down when you do them. So after you press up B, then you just tilt your joystick, and you should be able to get those teleports. And I have had those throw people off before, especially with teleporting in place, which people usually don't expect. But it is also high risk, high reward, and doing too many teleports, even though it's like tempting because they get some good damage, especially if you sweet spot it in the center. But unfortunately, I find it's typically best to avoid them unless you're trying to kill with those teleports.